Hello and a warm welcome to today's video, and this is the last one of the week as we are on Friday going into the weekend. So these energies will overflow across the Saturday and the Sunday. Excuse me a moment, cough. Excuse me, drink of water. And we have in some parts of the world it's today, and in others like the UK it's in tomorrow, is the full moon. The full moon is in Capricorn, and this is a full moon eclipse. And so for those of you who are into astrology, I am not, although I have a vested interest because it affects me, especially the moon cycles, quite deeply, as many sensitives, and I expect you are too. The fact that we are in the Capricorn means to say that our basic structures, governments, and the way the foundations of everything that's run in this country is breaking down because of the way that the astrology is set, and is saying conclusions are within reach. And this has been a massive cycle, and one that seems to have gone on for forever. And this affects many past lives for those of you who have followed the route by having many lives on this planet. And it's got like a spaghetti junction going on with all the parallel timelines that have been created in the lower density and not for our best interests. And this all began with the arrival of the Atlanteans and the Lemurians, and this is their agenda, especially the Atlantean, which was very dark, although Lemurians were not particularly much lighter, but the Atlanteans had a specific agenda which they've carried out on other planets. We're talking about the ones that brought the experimental humanity here, and what they're looking to do is to complete this cycle and to whisk away many people. This is why they're talking about these protection ships coming down to take starseeds away. But what they're actually doing is they're rebuilding the structures of the dark ages of the Atlantean on another planet, to receive another planet, to claim another planet, with you being the cattle, to be able to orchestrate this over and over again. And it's up to you to decide whether you've had enough, or whether you want to participate in another planetary evolvement, such as Earth, and be tied in for a very long time into the dark agenda. Now, we are going through much enlightening, and we are having these absolute massive breakdown moments, tower moments. And what is happening is your soul has made it quite clear, and this is why they are taking a forward step, that you will be fully in your light. They said, let me say that again, you will be fully in your light. And at the moment we only have a small percentage that has been shining through, because most of the time we've had to fit into an agenda, very dark, loaded with all these contracts and social enforcements that have kept us locked into a way of being that is not healthy for our soul. We could not shine our light. We could not be who we are or meant to be. And so we have limped through, and this is why we've got this extra eclipse that have been orchestrated by powers much stronger than the beings on the earth plane, in order to be able to bring about this meltdown of the structures behind keeping you locked down into this very dark regime. And unfortunately, when you have tower moments of absolute destruction and you have the energy of the old dreaming, not wanting to release to be able to get back to the ancient dreaming of love and light and harmony and peace, they are putting up such a battle, but they cannot win because the battle has already won. And the placements of the heavenly bodies are helping us to achieve this by, if we have any bit that is not aligning with your soul is bringing to you these tower moments. They're pulling the rug out from underneath your feet so you crash. That is not for you. Go relook at it again. And until you come to your the senses of your soul, and it's very good to communicate directly with your soul to see what's going on, rather than putting it on a pedestal or some other guru outside. And I always say, do not put me on a pedestal. I would not want to be one of those. I am one of you. I am walking this pathway with you. We are all powerful. We are all unique, but we are all equal. And this doesn't bode well where you get these religions where you put one on a pedestal and bow down to them, or hang on their every words. No, you take what comes to you in many formats, and that's not just this reading. This is just a confirmation as to what your soul wants you to know that you already know. You've just forgotten it. And so we're going through massive times. So don't, whatever you do, beat yourself up about this. Absolute tender care, and always err on the side of love. Withdraw and look at the love vibration within you. And they're saying that we're going to go on to the cards now and see what messages comes through. And this is your section. Whether all of it's for you, but this is where you have your soul has wanted you to have some confirmation or some sort of message, and through your soul being in source and the osmosis system that we all work with when we are in source, it then trickles down through my hands, guided by my soul in source. So the answers come through. They are, to me, very, very random. However, they do have their purpose and have been preset prior to where we are at. They're asking me to go into quiet. So we're going to do a little quiet as I'm shuffling. Right, so they're saying they're ready. And the purpose of this quiet was for you to go and listen to your centre, your heart centre. Your soul has very powerful messages that your soul now wants you to hear above all else. And the first card is being in the flow. I am in the flow of the universe. And you are navigating these very, very exacting eclipses that is removing anything that's stopping us from going in the flow. You are your own vessel in life. You have your soul and your inner child. They have your compass to ensure that the flow is in harmony with where you are going. They're saying to tell in the next one, but they're also saying about the stars. We are on a journey throughout the stars. We do not know what is ahead of us. Nobody does, because this part hasn't been orchestrated yet. It's up to you to use your power of manifestation to create what it is that you want in your life for you, not for another person, for you. And understanding that in your thoughts are powerful. Make sure you have nothing negative or anything, a thought form that might harm another person. That's imperative. Only love and light for everyone, no matter what the circumstances or the situation or the person is. And by cultivating your thoughts and your dreams so that everything is flowing and growing and prosperity is coming into your life, cultivating prosperity, the abundance of the universe is pouring into my life. And so it will, because you are resetting the dreaming. You are not taking on board any baggage from the old dreaming of what the Atlanteans and the Lemurians brought to this planet. Right at the start, this was their intention. They used the light of the Etmurians to instill into the bodies through the sacrifice and the abduction of the Etmurians in order to create the illusion of a golden age. It was not their golden age, it was a cover using other people's lights, your light, to be able to shine through the DNA that was not sustainable for humanity because it did not shine from the heart center. It came from another being. It was stolen, and that was what the golden age of the Atlantean was. And even people are saying, oh, that was an amazing time. It was not. It was a cover to start laying out the pathway. Within the Atlantean, they talk about the first temples was the inner temples. But before they could build the next stage of the temples, the buildings, the religions, they needed to destroy your inner temple. And this was come about through, started off with petty arguments and the slaughtering through arguments. And this built into side battling against side, into absolute wars. And they were destroying your soul. It was splintering. Go see Harry Potter and the Dark Lord and the way he splintered his soul. 7 times, 7 chakras. And the minor ones as well. And it's also spoken about the opening of the 7 seals in the Revelations. This is where the program began the moment they stepped onto this planet. This was their agenda from the start. They have done it on other planets, and those that feel as though they want to be rescued and go to the 5th dimension, and the spaceships that will be arriving probably as a sort of like a New Jerusalem. If you board, you are giving your agreement to be taken to another planet to enact this out over and over again. For those of you who wish to avoid this, my advice to you would be to follow your heart center, have deep discussions with your soul. Are you contracted to go there? If not, carry on allowing more and more your soul to come into the new timeline of the 6th and the 7th dimensional timeline vibration. This is what we hold within this group here. We are opening the gateways so people have an opportunity, a choice to go beyond the 5th through the portal of the 6th, because 4th and 6th, the even numbers, tend to be portals transferring from one density into the other. The odd ones are the more stable ones. And so we here hold the timeline of the 6th through to the 7th, which is harmonious love, vibrating love within the center. And we will also be looking at the resetting of the chakras. So you can remove your pineal gland, as they call it, the third eye, which is in its wrong place. That should just be a communication center. This has come about from the heart-brain center. This is where your diamond, the power point of who you are, should be. And it has been systematically destroyed by rising it up to lock it in with the so-called Eye of Ra. Eye of Ra is a god linked very much to the reptilian race, and it is not of this universe. It's another universe that is also dying on the parallel level to here, and they're already infiltrating our universe, the reptilian races, which did not originally come from our universe, but came from the one next door. But as both universes were not properly formed, they had ragged holes and passageways, and they have been coming through for millions of years because they know their own universe is close to dying, as is and will be ours also. We are on the move because the universe is also going to go on the move. Have some time, 7,000 years is what I've been told, and time is variable. So that is not an exact time. Oh, we have the 2 here. Let's go on to simplifying your life. I cherish the simple pleasures of life. And this is more important than ever because we're now around the full moon, Capricorn, the full moon eclipse. And if you have not done your spring cleaning, the universe, your soul, is going to bring you a shocking outcome if you do not heed the warning as to what's going to befall you. If your heart tells you to be somewhere, don't stay or don't go somewhere else. Go exactly where your heart center is telling you you need to be, ready for the next round of quite horrifying events that are going to come in this year. Also, because these go one with the other, believe in magic. True magic is abounding in my life. And you are the magician of where you are going. You are the magician to bring, to cultivate and bring prosperity into your life by knowing what it is that you want and not carrying other people or other people's clutters. And that is their thinking, their way of being, could be within the family, or it can actually be within the society or the community that you are in. If it's wrong for you, do something about it. Don't be the martyr in all this. You really must honour yourself, because being a martyr neither helps the other side, the person or the group that you're with, and it certainly doesn't help you. And so explosive moments will come into your life which could have been dealt with more smoothly if you listened to your heart center and what your soul is telling you. And the whole of this weekend, it would be very, very good for you to take time out to really, really listen to the voice of your soul. Your soul is you. And so you may not hear or see, which I am able to do. However, you have an inner knowing, because your inner child will make you sick to the stomach every time you enter into a room or enter into an area. And that is your soul and your inner child working together to say you need to simplify your life and to do whatever it is that needs to be done. You cannot take another. And back again we have sharing of yourself. I am an incredibly generous being. And we have here the zebra with the black and white, the shadow and the light. So you have done the work to bring both sides into balance. You are not holier than thou, and you are not of the dark agenda. You understand and have cleared what is not the grey areas. It's in the grey areas. There are no grey areas. There is only black and white and balance, and you hold the balance. And in your balance and in your journey, you are now in a very strong place to share your journey. But not only your journey, but what you are cultivating for your prosperity. Through the magic of ancient dreaming, back to the ancient dreaming, the song lines that were here before this dark group of beings came and meddled heavily in life on earth for their own agenda. They are going to move on and harvest another planet, but they need seeds to plant there. Do not be a seed in their agenda. Strive to be in the flow and allow your soul to take you where is best for you, so that you can flow in the magnificent creativity of prosperity and to share yourself with like-minded people. There are more people coming online, awake, into the balance, understanding the journey. You, by watching this, is ahead of the journey, and so you are the way showers. But by sharing of yourself, battle scars and whatever, you stand in the loving energy of who you are, and people will actually see your light. Your light is showing through directly from your soul. It is no longer hidden, and it is rising daily, even though it may not see it with all these the catastrophes. Simply, it's Mother Earth restructuring her fabric that you are on for a better journey. And the outcome of these eclipses and also the retrogrades, we're just going to carry on. We're not just finished yet. We're only sort of partway through the year. Exceeding expectations. I soar into excellence. And this is excellence of your cultivating your prosperity. You creating what it is that resonates with your soul and your inner child. To vibrate, always through love. Understand and feel the vibration of love. I have taken well over a year now to every single day I understood, I worked on through meditations, through trying to understand the Venus, love, money, and all that everything is on the earth plane, And I came up with a completely different, opposite way than what is being taught. And the way to go forward is to embrace love within the heart as an energy, transform it into an energy. Feel the energy of love sitting within your heart, and feel the heart center, and feel the vibration of love vibrate out right to the fingertips, the extremities of your body. And only when it is loving energy have you transformed into the love of who you are. I didn't fully understand it, and it was quite a battle to understand what exactly is love. Love yourself above all else, and that is not selfish. It's a must in these trying times. Mending bridges. I heal rifts. I'm a mender. And what are you doing? You are mending the bridge within. We still have Venus, even though she's come out of her retrograde, we still have Venus in Gemini. The healing of the two halves within you, but also healing the heart, so you can understand the heart center vibrational love. That is where it's your, not the physical heart that is pumping, but it's your heart center which sits energetically just behind the heart and a little bit more central. And this is where your soul and you can meet by bringing your mind into your heart center. And this is the vibration of you, beating in harmony with your physical heart, which holds the vibration of Mother Earth. Your body is from Mother Earth. She has lent you some of her substance for you to have an earthly body. In fact, she invited you in. And although everything is organic, so is this entire computer game that we are in. The whole computer of this universe and the other universes that are like, I always think of them like soggy balloons that stick together and are deflating. That is what our universe is at this moment. This computer game. It's losing the gas, it's losing the air, it's leaking badly. And so you are mending bridges within your heart center to your soul. Have communication, deep communications, many, many times throughout every single day. When you take a little time to rest, don't just get distracted, but go into your heart center and ask your soul for a genuine connection and a genuine soul to you conversation. And the thoughts from your soul will drift up into your mind, just being the communication center, or you will know within your heart, which is even more powerful, what it is that you need to do and what you need to mend to make the most of this. Just let it go. Simplify your life. It's not needed anymore. And we have the last card, which is, just put those over there. Revealing radiance. My light illuminates the world. And this has come to a stage where your soul is being revealed out into the world. You no longer have to hide it away. The pearl in this picture is very valuable to you, to the world, to all of us. You need to wear your jewel of your pearl, of your light, outside of yourself. It is a time to start to reveal who you truly are. Know who you truly are. Many of you do not know who you truly are. You are just this small being that has cluttered your life with meaningless tasks, thoughts, ways of being. That needs to go so that you can mend and reveal the truth of who you are. That is absolutely paramount. And these heavy moments when you're into the depths of the despair, understand that your soul is preparing you for illumination, to light up the world. You are now needed more than ever. And we will conclude with a couple of these cards, or however many it is that Spirit wants me to speak for you. Oh, just keep shuffling. Take a moment to pause and go into your heart center and listen. Oh, we have two. Just say a couple more. Okay. Ooh, we have another one. And to take that bottom one there. Okay, we are organised. And we start with this one. It says positive. Enjoy this positive time. Smile. Know that everything is going well. And even in the simplifying and the going through the dark soul journeys of clearing out your past lives, right back to the agenda of the Atlanteans and the Lemurians, and be positive that they've had their time, that they are going to be leaving the planet, because as Mother Earth and our soul system is shooting out away from the place that we were tethered to, all the energies are going to change, and those of the lesser energies just will not be able to survive themselves within the new energies. Be positive. Know that everything is coming about that you have ever dreamt about. Believe in magic. And in your cultivating your new way of being, your expectations will exceed beyond recognition. And we have the next one, which is passion. Passion isn't confined to sexual energy. Life is meant to be felt. Don't hold back. The slightest bit of clutter will dampen your passion about what you are doing and your ability to believe and bring into your world magic and also prosperity through cultivating. If you do not want prosperity, then the clutter within your life will keep you into the darker regimes. If you do want prosperity in your life that exceeds your expectations, that can reveal your radiance, you must do the work now. Or to take an action plan to get rid, move away from, change whatever is going to hold you back. And the next one we have is energy. Try to keep a positive energy by surrounding yourself with positive people. Do you have a look at everybody you come in contact with? Are they mirroring back your energy, or are they coming through the dust and the dirt of a lower energy? Stay in the positive energies more and more so. So it becomes easier to reveal your radiance. You are not having to deal with another person. That is their journey. And often by releasing somebody, you are doing a kindness, because they can then go and find their own gem within them, their own pearl of their soul. But by taking the power of another person's away, they will not be able to start the process of revealing their own energy. And the last one is strength. You have an enormous amount of strength and courage. Remain focused, stand tall and shine. You have been through so much in the balancing of your light and dark into the balance. You have had so much to deal with over many, many, many lives. Bridges have been broken deliberately by those who do not want you to shine. It is time to find your strength, your inner strength, to walk away, to reveal the radiance of who you are and the fullness of who you are. Well, I hope that's helped you. If there's any messages there for you, please do take them. If not, if nothing of this vibrates for you, it's for another person. So please do not make anything try to fit your life. And have a fantastic weekend. And do spend time working and just sitting with your heart center to reveal who you truly are. Love of self. And I will leave that with you for today, for the weekend. And Monday we start a fresh card spread. And the whole of this week we are using the same pack because the messages overflow from one day to the next. And something that is here has been building from the beginning. And you may not have got to this stage yet, because you have not gone through the ones earlier. So you are all at different stages in your life. So take what resonates with you, understand where you're at in your journey, and take positive steps to resolve, to illuminate you. And may your heart star shine brightly.